Hey everybody, welcome to the FNO Vodcast. I'm your host, Chris. As always, I'm joined by my fellow members of the Order.
Hi, I'm Kearney.
Hi, I'm Donnie.
Will.
And today we're going to get right into it. Let's talk about some news. So, Hardcore Henry, poised to be the very first movie that's going to be shot completely in first person. And I have to say, it looks amazing. Thoughts?
I disagree.
Ooh.
I mean, I love the whole Duke Nukem feel from looking through his eyes, but I don't know if it's going to work for me, just to be honest.
Interesting.
I don't think... I mean, it'll be good for an action popcorn flick, but I don't think a first-person movie holds any cinematic value whatsoever, you know? Maybe that's just me. I mean, you've seen tests of it online and stuff like that, and people are like, oh, I got a GoPro strapped to my head, and I did all this ninja stuff, and like that's cool, but I can only do about 2 minutes of that before I'm done.
Did you watch the music video that they did? Bad. It's pretty cool.
Is that what it is? Yeah, where he's jumping around,
yes.
fighting all the people. Yeah.
That was dope, man.
It was cool for like 2 minutes, but after that I was like, okay, I got it. That's it.
Man.
Well, if they do it in 3D, then everyone's just gonna have a headache the whole movie, and it's gonna.
That's true. Okay, I'll give you that. If it is done in 3D, then we're probably all gonna vomit before we leave the theater. I mean, I play video games, first-person video games. It's like the same thing, right? So at the end of the day, you're doing that. But some first-person video games give me motion sickness. Watching the trailer though, I don't know. I thought it's gonna be cool. I guess I'll be the only one that goes. It's okay.
All by myself.
Moving on. So, Daredevil is coming out with a new season, and it's fast approaching. We're almost here, and I'm pretty excited. That trailer, though. Thoughts?
I think nothing's going to be as nearly as good as Ben Affleck in Daredevil.
How dare you? How Daredevil say such a thing? Don't get me wrong. I love Ben Affleck.
No, that's a terrible movie.
But not Ben Affleck as Daredevil. No. Sorry, Ben.
Yeah.
That you could have done better, and maybe it wasn't your fault. Maybe it was the script.
And he's also friends with Matt Damon too.
We've discussed this. You let that go. Let it go.
So not only Matt Damon, but Ben Affleck too.
Oh, why?
Right in his big forehead.
Damn. This just got awkward.
It got weird.
It's okay. It's okay.
Let's
He's got.
continue. Let's see what normal people think.
Yeah,
about
normal people,
Daredevil.
real people who have feelings and emotions. Your thoughts on Daredevil Season 2's trailer?
I mean, I'm very excited for Season 2. Big fan of Season 1. Loved how dark it was, and I think they have casted everybody very well for Season 2. So I'm very excited to see where they go with it.
I think it should be good.
Yeah.
We did a good time.
I feel like one of the best parts of that trailer is when the Punisher talks about how he feels like Daredevil is soft. And I love that because, for Daredevil, it's this huge thing about him trying to struggle with, serving justice without actually killing somebody. I mean, he beats people to the living pulp with like an inch of their life, but he doesn't kill anybody, right? That's kind of like his thing. If he can avoid it, I'm sure that there have been people who maybe just didn't make it
Well,
in
what
the
about
hospital.
that big line? What was it? Where it's like, you're just one fight away from becoming...
Yes, great line. And
Like-
that's something that is a favorite line for me from Batman, because Joker says that to Batman. He's like, "You're just one bad day away from being me," and I love that line. It's just so powerful because it's very true. And when you think about it, a lot of superheroes could have that one bad day. It's like, you always hear that joke, you're one lab accident away from being a supervillain. It's kind of like the same thing. And you think about it, it's like, that's a tough job, trying to be a superhero. I mean, I don't fight crime anymore. And that's the reason why.
Yeah.
He's
retired.
I was tired. I'm a retired hero. Well, another cool thing that I saw in the news lately is Danny McBride is in talks to join the sequel to Prometheus. Now,
remind me who Danny McBride is, because I think I know, but tell me who Danny McBride is, just so the viewers know.
Eastbound and Down, Tropic Thunder, Pineapple Express. I could go on and on.
And they're putting him in a serious movie. He's going to have a serious role?
This is not his first serious role, though. You do realize that, right?
Yeah, but he's
No,
not known
I
for
don't.
them.
But he is not. He is not known for his serious roles.
Well, that was what threw me off. I was kind of like, well, I didn't see the first movie, I will be honest, but I saw clips of it, and knowing what I know from the clips, I was like, I don't know if he really fits into the feel of the movie.
Exactly.
But I guess I should see it to really put a better opinion on it.
I mean, my thought of him is I picture him as an Eastbound and Down, and then him just like teabagging an alien or something after it dies. You know, like is he going to be comedic relief? Like, I need to know more before I get invested.
That's a good valid point. So what I saw from the synopsis, Ridley Scott doesn't really want to talk a lot about what's going on, but from what I saw, in spoiler alert, the idea is that there are a new group of travelers on a spaceship called the Covenant. And they travel to the same planet of the homeworld for the engineers. Spoiler alert, in case you haven't seen Prometheus. And David is apparently the only person they find and come in contact with. So I could see Danny McBride kind of being that comic relief on that crew because they do have somebody else that they cast for the lead. Unfortunately, it seems like Elizabeth Shaw will not be coming back. Or maybe they're just keeping that a secret. I don't know. I personally think her character's great. I would love to have her character back. But if she's not back, maybe they'll explain. But this movie, from Ridley Scott's point of view, is supposed to be the bridge the gap between the Prometheus prequels and Alien. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm pretty stoked. I really hope that Danny McBride is kind of serious in this one. Maybe he's like a total dick. Like, that'd be awesome.
I think I could see him as
yeah,
that.
I could see him.
Like, maybe he's like the ship's foreman and he's just like a complete tool. Mm-hmm. And maybe that's the kind of character he is. And I'm okay with a little comic relief. Yeah. Just as long as they don't go overboard with it.
Yeah.
There can only be one person that does comic relief on every show. Moving on. A lot of mixed feelings about it, I'm pretty sure. Transformers 5, 6, and 7 have been announced.
Ew.
Thoughts?
No. No more. Make it stop.
No, I mean, like...
Not just 5, but 6 and 7.
Don't they have enough money? Like, honestly, like, I mean, and why do people care anymore? Like, I get it. Transformers are cool. I get it. 3 movies, X amount of TV shows. Transformers are cool. I get it. But it's enough. It's too much.
I mean,
it's too much for me.
It's coming from Paramount, and Paramount is using as much as they can to revamp a lot of things that they have. So, if they're making money off of it, which is crazy, why not do it?
Yep, they're not going to stop. Those things are...
I mean...
They are gangbusters when it comes to the box office.
It's
proven success. It's proven success. Why do something different? If it's not broke, don't fix it. It's kind of their mentality.
Yeah, I personally don't watch them because I think they're crap. But, I mean, it does make a lot of money for them, which is nuts.
Which is great. I mean, if I was on the other end, I'd sure let's do all the way up to Transformers 15. I'd be cool with that. But I'm not. I'm on the other end.
Yeah.
Well, if they go
to try to make an indie film for like $10. So
if they go to Transformers 15, I think I might be out at that point. Yeah. Okay, from my perspective, I enjoy the Transformers movies for what they are. I understand that they are not something that's going to be this huge thing that's supposed to be very deep thoughts and all this stuff. It's really just supposed to be a bunch of fracking explosions and really just kind of cool stuff that happens from time to time. I miss Shia. I miss Shia. I do. I liked him in his role, and I want him back. But unfortunately, we get Mark Wahlberg now. We get Mark Wahlberg instead.
Hey, Optimus Prime, you want to be another movie with me?
Optimus Prime! Yo, God.
Yo, I can be a Transformer.
I can be a Transformer.
Yeah.
I can fix y'all.
Yeah, I can rap for you, too. I used to rap.
See? He raps. Yeah. So I'm not against it. At least I heard that his daughter won't be in the next one, which is fine, because I thought she was just a very wasted character.
Is Michael Bay still directing these?
He will be directing 5.
Okay.
Not
and then
6 and 7.
Okay.
He'll be
15.
Or 15. He might. Yeah. He's probably not going to direct 15.
I might just skip till 6 or 7 because I've seen like 20 minutes of the first one. I was like, that's it, I'm out. But
it's not terrible, man. It's not terrible. But the other idea is that 6 and 7 are supposed to start a Hasbro crossover, which would bring G.I. Joe and a couple other old shows in, like Masters of the Universe. Rumor has it, but don't quote that from me. Kind of read that on the internet, and we all know that the internet lies sometimes. Even Michael Bay lies just to throw people off. Well, that's great for news. I'm really excited, and hopefully you guys got some really cool information out of that. So we'll be moving on. Next up on the FNO Vodcast is going to be movie review. So let's get right into that. Hey guys, it's your boy Chris. Today's movie review is going to be on Kung Fu Panda 3, starring Jack Black, Bryan Cranston, and good old J.K. Simmons. Kung Fu Panda 3 is about Po and his final journey, now learning how to become a kung fu master that actually teaches. Kai is out to try to stop Po at any cost because he wants to master Chi. I love Chi, love the concept of Chi. It's channeling your inner energy to make sure that you have the best that you can put out as far as your potential is concerned. Kung Fu Panda is one of my favorite franchises from DreamWorks, and the whole gang is back. Even some new voices like Wayne Knight. Wayne Knight is in this movie, guys. If you don't know who Wayne Knight is, you're not my friend anymore. If you haven't already seen Kung Fu Panda 3, get out there, get a chance to go see it. It was really good. Kids loved it. I loved it. You'll love it. For our next segment, we're going to be doing is Cast Call. Now, I'm really excited about this because we're going to be casting two really prominent roles. The first one we're going to be casting is Captain Marvel. So, I'm excited about this movie. For the first time, we get a true female superhero movie locked down by the MCU. And I'm stoked. Who do you guys want as Captain Marvel?
Lucy Lawless.
Lucy Lawless. That's an interesting choice. She's a little old for the part, I would say.
CGI, fix it in post.
CGI. We'll CGI you, Lucy, whatever it takes to get you in there. Why Lucy Lawless?
Because that's the first person that came to mind.
And she's badass. She's badass.
I will agree with you on that. She is badass. Yeah. I don't know if she has any contractual obligations that would prevent her from being able to do it, because she did play a character on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So it'd be kind of weird for her to play Captain Marvel. Just a thought. I don't know. But we'll see. If Ryan Reynolds can play comic book characters across multiple universes, then why can't Lucy Lawless join in on the fun? Just saying.
Well, personally, I'm actually a fan of Ronda Rousey doing Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
I mean, she is a badass woman, though not as experienced when it comes to acting. So that is where I'm kind of hesitant. But it would be cool to see her just because she does kick some ass.
I agree.
I would love to see her in that role.
Good.
I think she would be perfect for it.
Yeah.
And, a couple acting lessons and she'll be good.
Right. I mean, if Channing Tatum can do superheroes,
Yeah.
then anybody can, right?
I mean, he's been doing better recently,
Yeah.
I think.
Well, okay, not anybody.
Can he do superheroes though?
He's going to be Gambit, so you might as well get used to that.
But can he do it?
Well, we'll see when
He can do
comes out.
anything.
He can do anything.
Pretty sure.
I know he can dance.
Come on,
Yes, he can dance.
He'll do my taxes.
He
Yeah,
can.
do it.
He can do your taxes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Gambit does taxes. He might destroy all of your paperwork, though. Just the one touch alone, it's all gone. But IRS, what can they do? I agree with you, ladies. I'm a huge fan of Ronda Rousey. Just as an FYI, I love Ronda Rousey. She's Ronda. But I have to say that as much as I want Ronda in that role, I kind of also want somebody else in that role. I really think Natalie Dormer would be perfect for that role. I think that, for one, just kind of seeing her with half of her head shaved anyway in the Hunger Games gives me that, she can do the mohawk, and I'm okay with that, because Captain Marvel does kind of have a mohawk. So I think that would be cool. The other thing is that she kind of does look like her, too, especially the new issues, the new reboot for Captain Marvel. She kind of looks like Natalie Dormer. So I think, and then also she's got the acting chops. I mean, she's like boss on Game of Thrones, and she was really good in the Hunger Games, or at least the last two. Last two, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's just me, though. That's me.
I mean, I fully agree with that. I think she is a great actress. I think she looks badass with her side shaved.
Right.
I mean, makes me want to do it again.
And then seeing her and Chris Pratt go at it would be hilarious. I think they'd be really fun to have on camera together.
Definitely.
What about Eddie Redmayne? Could he play her?
Quite
This
possibly.
is a good point. This is a good point. The problem is that he might whisper through the whole movie, and that would be like, I want to stalk the aliens.
You need a little more badass.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he did already have a movie where he was, kind of Captain Marvel. It was called Jupiter Ascending.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he was very, very flamboyant and was ready to take over the galaxy. Or protect it. I don't really know, because he was whispering, so I never heard him.
I might take over the galaxy.
I might take over the
It's all
galaxy.
right. I do what I want.
Well, that's great. And I hope that we get an announcement on who's going to get cast for that, because, that movie is not that far away. We're talking about really, really soon, like within the next 2 years.
Yeah, I think they made it 2018.
Yeah, they pushed it
Last
back.
I looked.
Yeah, they think they pushed it back. Well, that's good. Good. Now we're going to cast another iconic role. Be ready for this one when it comes out. Young Han Solo. Thoughts? Picks?
I've got a lot of feels.
Oh, the feels are high.
Feels are high. Big fan of Han Solo, like favorite character. So when I'm hearing things like Miles Teller being cast, I'm like, whoa.
Settle down, Miles.
He's a great actor, granted, but he's not Han Solo for me.
Okay. So who is Han Solo for you?
Well, most of the choices that I've seen on the list are not up to par, in my opinion. Like, this character has an attitude and a certain way about him. There was a gentleman, what is his name? Anthony Ingruber, I think is his name. He did a young Han Solo in The Age of Adeline, I believe was the movie. And he's not up for this role. But if you go on YouTube and if you look at his impressions of Harrison Ford, it's like spot on. He looks a lot like him, and he gives that attitude.
Yeah. I think I've seen that on the interwebs.
Yeah, so
interwebs.
he would be my first choice just because he does have that feel, but I haven't seen him acting, so I don't know if he's up there. But, I mean, that video, his impression, that was it for me. But he's not in the running according to everything I've read, so it's very unfortunate.
No.
Who's the guy from Looper? The young guy. Young Bruce Willis.
That's my pick. That's JGL, my friend.
Yeah.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh.
I think he would be a good pick.
That's my
Yeah.
pick. Oh yeah, I'm with him on that
He's
one.
done the science fiction thing.
Yep.
He can do the badass thing. He did
Yep.
the Bruce Willis face the whole entire time.
Yep.
You know, I'm pretty sure he could do the Harrison
Yep.
Ford. I think that's a thing.
Oh yeah, JGL. That's my pick.
Yeah.
JGL.
Really?
Oh yeah. I mean I have a couple other ones that I think would work, but and even some oddball choices, but JGL's on the top of my list.
I mean, I'm a big fan of him. He was like my first like celebrity crush throughout life. So anyway, great, like love him.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't know if he is Han Solo to me. But I'm a huge fan of him. It's hard because I feel like there are a lot of people that are talented enough to pull it off, but they just don't have that look.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's people that have that look but don't have the talent. So I'm really scared of who's going to be cast.
Gotcha. What about you?
Well, you have to remember that when Harrison Ford started out with that role, he wasn't an actor. He was just a carpenter. Doesn't necessarily have to be a super amazing actor that we've been seeing for years. And I was looking through all the news feeds of who people want for the young Han Solo, and I saw Scott Eastwood on the list. And I think that would be pretty great.
That's actually I didn't think about
that's a
Scott
good
Eastwood.
idea.
Yeah, I saw that as well. I could be down with it.
I would be so down with it.
I want to see his new movie first that he's got coming out. I can't remember the name of it, but he looks kind of like a badass in that one. So I want to see that. You know, a couple other ones that are like on the short list a little bit was like Chris Pratt, but I feel like he's got too much on his plate.
Yeah.
I don't think that would work for him. I'd rather see him as Indiana Jones, to be perfect.
Yeah.
Because I feel like
I could agree
He's
with
done
that.
the
I feel like he's
So-
already Han Solo as Star-Lord. So it's like you can't be Star-Lord and Han Solo. It's like settle down. You can't control all of space.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt. Another one that I think might be an oddball, and I'm just throwing this out there because I think it's kind of funny. I feel like Daniel Radcliffe could also probably do it.
Really?
Really?
Here's why I say that. Only reason is because of the fact that he hasn't been given a chance to do something other than Harry Potter to prove that he can do something different. No, I mean like in that kind of like that action fantasy role. Like he's tried to distance himself from fantasy to a certain degree. He's done a couple horror movies and stuff like that. But I mean, everybody's always going to remember him as Harry Potter. It would be fun to remember him as something else. Like, you know, poor Mark Hamill. You know, it's like everybody's always going to know him as Luke Skywalker.
Curveball, Matthew McConaughey.
No.
I used to fly the Millennium Falcon before it was cool to fly the Millennium Falcon.
All right,
Chewie. Next up, it's retro review time. Let's take a trip down memory lane and check out an older flick that you might not have seen yet.
Hey, it's Donnie, and today's retro review, I'll be discussing the 1934 screwball classic, It Happened One Night, starring Claudette Colbert and Clark Gable. Spoiled Ellie Andrews is running away from her wealthy father, who's trying to annul the marriage between her and a Playboy pilot. En route to New York, Ellie teams up with Peter Warren, an out-of-work newspaper reporter who offers to help her reunite with her husband if she gives him an exclusive story to the newspaper. Their bus breaks down and all chaos breaks loose. Ellie starts to fall for the brash reporter, and with the help of her father, her marriage is annulled from the pilot, and she can actually run off with Peter and live happily ever after. This film was directed by Frank Capra, and it was the first film to win all 5 major Academy Awards. That's Best Director, Best Film, Best Actor, Best Actress, and Best Screenplay.
What a great retro review. I'm excited. Hopefully we'll get a chance to check that one out. Maybe on Blu-ray, maybe on DVD, maybe even on VHS. All right, and now we're going to get into trivia. I love trivia. This is an opportunity for you guys to submit questions for us. Put them in the comments below, and we will do everything we can to try to use yours so we can stump the order. Today's question is from Star Wars. What does AT-AT stand for in the Imperial Walker's code?
My friends back home are going to kill me because I don't remember the full name. But all-terrain is in there somewhere, I think.
Maybe. Maybe it is.
All-terrain anytime.
All-terrain anytime.
Anytime.
That sounds like a trucker video. All-terrain anytime. Dodge Ram. No, that's not it. Close. You got the first part right. All-terrain.
Nice. Nicely done.
What's the second AT stand for?
Dang it. I know. I mean, and I'm even wearing a Star Wars shirt today, so
I actually didn't wear that shirt today. I actually have an AT-AT shirt. I didn't wear it. I should have. Then we would have been able to kind of sneak the answer in.
I could just look at your shirt and then...
You could have.
That
I could have been like, hey,
purpose
Will,
of this.
what's that over
So
there?
why don't you just tell us?
And then you could have been like, oh, I know the answer. And I'm like, oh, what is it? I don't even know how you got it. Well, I'm going to save us today. The answer is all-terrain armored transport. AKA the Imperial Walker or the Elephant Walker. Thank you guys for watching the FNO Vodcast. As always, like, subscribe, and share our show so that we can get the order's message out there. It is important that you join the order. So we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.